if you guys had won, you would be going to the playoffs?
Very disappointed. I mean, I don't think there's other than disappointed is not the word to sum it up. Yeah, everything happened perfectly today, and yet we didn't execute. That's a frustrating thing. You know, I personally didn't execute. I wish I could get those 2 tackles back. Missed tackles. You can put it on me at the end of the game. I'm better than that. So it's just, yeah, it's something that it will be a driving force in the offseason, that's for sure.
What was the plan going into the game on defense? How were you guys playing zone, or were you trying to mix it up and confuse Phillip Rivers? Or?
You know, we were trying to do a lot of things, and you know, the difference between the first game and the second game is we just didn't execute. You know, we didn't. The first game we were executing well. We did. You know, we were on our assignments when it came to technique, when it came to leverage, when it came to tackling, when it came to making big plays. And this game we just didn't do it. So it's just it's something we're going to have to swallow, and it's going to be a tough pill to swallow. But we'll like I said, we'll learn from this and get better.
You said maybe you guys need more of a killer instinct on defense. Think that's true, or what are your
I mean, you could say that. I mean, how many games is this now that we've let it slip in a way? And for me, you know, I consider myself, you know, as the deep man back there. You know, I need to be encouraging these guys to develop that and to have that. But the say we don't have a killer instinct, I don't think Hugh was saying that. Coach Jackson was saying that. I think it's something that we need to develop even more. I think there's a killer instinct in all of us, and we just as a defense need to let that grow and develop. And that's something that, you know, it could be a main focus this offseason.
Now, when you say you guys weren't executing, is it that you guys were trying to do too many things, or was it that when you had the chance to make a play, you didn't?
I think it would be the latter. It would be, you know, if we had a play, you know, I mean, coverages, you know, we covered them, and, you know, you got to tip your hat to San Diego, too. They made a lot of great plays. You know, Floyd made some big-time catches. I mean, we were covering them well, and most of the time. It was just every once in a while, you know, and you know, there's a lot of guys, you know, just you know, they were just making plays, and we just needed to make those plays that they made.
They're big receivers, obviously. It's hard to matchup-wise, I imagine, for you.
You know, every receiver should be big. You know, you don't come across it's, you know, I mean, 86 is their smallest receiver, but, you know, if you're, you know, prototypical wide receivers, you know, over 6 foot, but, you know, that's nothing new. I mean, we face that every single week in and week out. So to say that we were smaller than they were, you know, that's not an excuse. That's not justified.
A couple of the problems, one of the problems this season was not finishing games. What are your thoughts on that? Like, what do you think we need to do to improve on that?
Well, we need to become finishers. That's what, you know, and this is on all phases of the game, you know, not just defense, of course, but, you know, offense and special teams. We can't allow to let the teams stay alive. You know, we just gotta, you know, that's something that will probably be a huge emphasis. It's just when we got a chance to put them away, we got to put them away.
Is that focus, or is it?
Absolutely, it's focus. Yeah, it's focused, and we just gotta, you know, Coach Jackson harps on it. Chuck harps on it. You know, all our coaches, they harp on it. And, you know, they don't ignore it. They you know, pay attention to it, and so then they make sure we're aware of it, and it's something that this defense will be better at next year.
I guess it's maybe an obvious question, but then why does it? Where does it get lost? You know, translation, or
I don't know where it gets lost, but it's just a lack of execution as a defense as a whole. Particularly, if I can only speak for the defense, so it's a lack of execution, and that's something we'll fix.
Is it confidence at all? I mean, does it snowball? I mean,
no, it's not a lack of confidence. It's just.
I mean, when things aren't going well, then it's like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah, but you know, as a competitor, as you know, as a professional, you got to stick your foot in the ground and make a stand, and that's something that, like I said before, we'll make sure we'll be really good at next year.
Hugh was pretty animated, pissed when he came in and talked to us, and gathered it was the same way here. Is that unusual for him after a loss to be so? I mean, with you guys to be.
Oh, he has every right to be frustrated. I mean, like I said before, the cards fell perfectly almost today, and we just didn't win. I mean, we had Denver lose, and we could have won the AFC West. And Coach Jackson's so adamant and so focused on winning that AFC West, and just to have it right there, it's truly just you could say it slipped through our fingers today. And that's something that we're going to have to live with these next couple of months while we just sit there and watch these teams go to the Super Bowl.
Did you hear the fans at all chanting? Denver lost.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was great. I want to thank the fans because they were rocking today, and they've been rocking every single home game. They're such great fans, and it just didn't work out over it.
Do you feel the game turned around when the punt return for the Chargers happened?
The kick return?
Yes, sorry.
Oh, no, that's just, because we were fighting our way back into it. And so it just wasn't, it was a blow, but it wasn't a huge blow. We knew there was plenty of time left in the game.